Oh well.
There we go.
Everybody say as many cuss words as you can right now.
We're recording now.
He's recording now.
Oh crap.
You missed your window.
Okay. I'm gonna put this right here just because. Go back. There we go. Alrighty. Hi, Harley. So, where we left off, you guys had just taken over the sky ship, which you didn't quite know was the sky ship yet. You kind of found that out while searching the ship, and are currently on the way back to Fairhaven.
Hold on.
Which you guys started.
I thought they started flying after we took over the ship.
They started flying
Yes.
while we were
Okay.
trying to take it over.
Okay, so yeah. Okay.
Because I
That's
got
fine.
the captain in a corner.
It's been, what,
A month?
a month?
Longer than that.
So,
Been
2
longer than
months?
that.
It's been a
2
lot
months?
longer than that.
2 months?
Yeah.
2 months.
Close to
2 or 3.
Okay, but yeah,
Been a
that's...
minute.
Yeah, you guys are taking over the ship. Most of the crew is in the brig. And the captain is on the deck with you guys.
Still being
Interrogated and watched and all that fun stuff. So,
Yay!
we want to go around just real quick and say character names, what what your class is. We'll start over here, Mom.
I am a Warforged Druid. My name is Jade.
I am a Kalashtar blood hunter, and my name's Ellamin.
I'm a Half-Orc wizard, and my name is Sheldo.
I am
Sheldor.
I'm a high elf artificer named Adark Finrod.
He's
Oh,
part
I remember
fish.
some of
Middle.
You're a Goliath.
Yeah.
And your name is?
I put Glory.
Glory.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm a Draken rogue named Facilia.
Draken Rogue.
Should have named yourself Mouthful.
No, there's a reason why I named her
There is a
Facilia.
reason, but okay. So, as you guys are, you have turned the boat around and have headed back to the city. You've got a few hours under your belt left in the journey. Is there anything specific you want to do
My bear.
while on the ship?
My bear.
Well, you wanna
I
do
don't
your
have my
bear
bear.
on the ship?
I don't have my bear.
No, your bear
Wants to
is
find a bear.
nowhere to be seen.
I'm
You have
attempting to
no
find
idea
my
where your
bear.
bear is.
That was the whole reasoning behind taking over the boat.
I mean, you guys still have the captain there at Psi Knife Point, I think.
Soul knife.
Well,
Soul Knife.
it's still Psionics.
Oh, I don't know where she is. She still?
She's
I had
still
her
on
tied
the
up
top.
off the side of the boat.
Well, no, I thought we had her tied up to the mast.
We did. Who did I have hanging off the side of the boat?
One of the people that you threw off.
Oh yeah, that's
Because he ended up hitting one of the blades underneath
Yeah.
the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what? Because Alex killed one when you guys first came up, and then you
I'm
threw
partially
somebody.
torturing one. Just
Well, you tried to use the chains.
Yeah.
You threw the chains trying to stop the blades,
I completely
and
missed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you rolled a 1.
Again.
So, but yeah, you guys still have about an hour or so before you make it back to the city.
We're
Who
heading towards
is?
the auction, correct?
I was the one driving.
Flying, not driving.
Whatever.
You were
I
flying?
was the one flying because we all rolled
What?
for it. and I
Wait,
was the
someone
only
was
one.
navigating. Who was navigating? Was it you, or was it Tyler?
I don't remember.
I can't remember now.
I don't remember.
What? It wasn't me. It was one of you two.
I
I
know,
know
I
that
was
was
driving.
navigating.
The ship?
Yes,
He was driving this ship.
I know he
Yeah,
was
but
driving, but
navigating.
someone
I
was
think I was
navigating.
looking around, yeah.
Well, no, I think someone was actually navigating, like helping him go in the right direction. I can't remember who it
It's been
was.
so long.
What do you have to? What do you have to roll
Okay,
for?
well, let's go ahead and do a survival check.
All of us.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it that way. We'll.
Which one do we have to? Remind me which one we have to add.
Survival
Wisdom.
Okay.
is wisdom.
Yeah. I'm screwed. Yep, I'm screwed.
15?
17.
12.
5.
5.
18.
18? Okay.
You gonna die, boy.
11. Dree
You're
and Mom,
screwed.
you guys are the highest, so
Hey.
you guys are able to, help Alex kind of steer the way. You
Apparently
have
not.
gone to the crow's nest by this point and have started to look around.
Derek,
Um,
you know where my pencil and my pen is?
no,
They're
Just
gone.
because you're in a crow,
I have no idea.
you're a crow. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I have to leave the room.
What are you doing?
what are you doing? What do you want?
What are you doing?
What do you need?
Daddy right
Well,
now.
you're gonna have Daddy right here.
What do you need, baby?
What do you want? He just asked what you wanted.
What do you want, baby?
Tell Daddy what you need. Yes,
Go.
we all know this.
Yes, we know, baby. Go play. Go watch your show.
Go watch
Go watch Ladybug.
Ladybug. Yeah, go
Go
watch
on.
Ladybug. Ladybug's cool. I've seen some Ladybug. Ladybug's amazingly cool.
We have wipes of paper.
No. I took it back to her when I gave her that.
Next time we record, we'll be more organized.
No, we won't. I know better than that. No, we won't.
That's why you have editing software.
Unfortunately, yes. Okay, so you guys are helping kind of navigate with the lookout,
Lord.
with the two of you helping. You guys have kind of cut down the time just a little bit. You're fine. Go ahead.
Everybody, get the show.
You guys have cut down the time by just a little bit, so you guys have a little over half an hour left. At this point, the ship kind of starts to slow down.
It doesn't have enough magic. Because I'm
You don't
assuming
know
it
what's
runs.
going-
Are we
you
still
don't know what's
above
going-
water?
You are at this point.
Can I look and see?
I thought we were in
No,
water.
you would not
No.
be above water at this point.
We were flying.
Shoot a monkey.
Wait.
Shoot my familiar.
Does somebody have water magic?
I got blood magic. It's kind of the same thing, right?
Can you make blood
Fire
flow?
magic.
No.
I don't think we want to ride the flames.
Now's the only one title with.
Yeah, come in handy.
Yeah.
I have Thunder Wave, but that's not going to help much.
We're just going for a
Or I
ride.
can do a Sleet Storm.
We could. I guess you could go all Elsa on it.
Or like
Yeah,
we
we
could
can
like
go Elsa
slowly,
on it.
gradually land.
It came back to you.
Hopefully. Not doing anything with that.
What is it?
Hopefully.
You know.
What's it do?
Well, he can.
Okay,
Ain't that
I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, I promise. Alright. Apple tree.
I don't remember what it does.
You create intense pressure, releasing it in a 30-foot cone and sideways. The pressure pulls or pushes creatures and objects.
But it'll only be 10 feet.
10 feet at a time. You've been using it quite a bit.
And he's only got like 2 spell slots.
2 spell slots in that level.
I don't think we want to use up all
Probably
your spell
not.
slots yet.
Probably. I mean, it's a thought, and that might be one way you might want
How
to go.
close
But,
are we to water?
there is a tiny stream that goes right through the town.
Can we
Okay.
land in the little stream?
Can we use fog
No.
Can we land in the little stream?
So what?
I don't know.
as a cloud to...
Well, it's don't quite work that way. I mean, it's a thought. Not a complete thought, but it's a thought.
I'm gonna pull Solly in a boat.
Well,
In a
can
flying boat. Where he landed the
How-
plane in the Hudson River.
Oh, yeah.
How far off the ground are we right now?
Very.
You are about 300 feet in the air
Does anybody else got rope?
and slowly descending.
No.
Nobody else has rope.
Wait, that's the wrong
So
character.
I have 50 foot of rope.
I mean,
We
we
probably find some rope
all
around.
got rope.
Is it magic that's helping us fly, or is it like motors?
We don't know.
You don't know.
I'm saying, because if it's like motors, if we still have a chain, we could
sure
restart the motor just
I
by
don't
kind of like
wanna-
wrapping it around
You
and
can
spinning
have
Our
it.
sail.
There are sails, but they're mostly used for when you're on the water. They're not.
But would it work
But
in the
if we're
air?
holding it falling, like a parachute,
That's a thought.
Right.
how big are these
Okay,
things?
They're
does anybody
normal-
have
they're-
a helium tank?
the ship
Blow up
is-
balloons.
The ship is not
I have 5.
quite a galleon size,
I
but
do
it's
too.
I could.
close to it.
We could turn
You've
me
got,
into
you've
like
got a single
the.
sail, and then a couple smaller sails at the very top.
Okay.
Well, first
So
off,
I can make everybody parachute.
is there any way we can
Can we?
look to see
I
what's
was
going
like,
on?
can we find out like if there's a motor or not trying to fly us?
Go ahead and roll investigation check.
That's an 8.
Investigating a
Oh.
damn thing.
That's not great. That's not great.
When it's got 2 dots,
Okay,
it's
she
double
got it.
proficiency, right?
Yes.
I got 20, not crit.
20.
Crit. She
Natural,
critted.
natural 20.
13.
13.
Oh, you know what I'm saying.
The 20.
Nope.
No.
Don't worry about
They
it.
rolled a natural
Not-
2.
Not crit 20.
20.
Like a 6.
6. Okay. So any of those with a 20 or above, find that on the mast, right behind the captain's head, actually, because she was actually blocking it, is a small green crystal that is slowly dimming.
Okay, if I've still got a soul knife pointed at the captain, I'm gonna ask her how to power it.
What kind of
Okay. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
As I'm attempting to keep this thing flying.
Crit!
Crit. Okay. She kind of looks at you. She
We have the luckiest
smiles just a
crystals,
little
but-
bit.
Okay, I could do something.
And-
Wait a second.
It is controlled by magic.
I
The
figured.
more magic that is poured into it, the longer you fly.
How do you?
What kind of crystal is it?
You.
Do we?
Go ahead and
And
roll
roll-
an intelligence check.
Might as well.
Intelligence.
19?
19. So you've seen in the libraries where you're from mentions of magic crystals that are used in airships like this. And from what you've read, it looks as if some of them require spells to be put in to power.
No.
Hey, does anybody have any spells?
I have lots of spells.
And
got-
electric.
Well, the more powerful the spell, the more power you put into the crystal.
So
Having
wait,
spells
hold on,
that
hold
won't
on. I want to
destroy
ask
the
her
boat.
how did she put energy into the spell? I mean, into the gem.
Well, you see, the mate that your elven friend killed
Oops.
had magic.
Is
Oops.
there anybody else on this ship that has magic?
No.
That we have in the brig? Do you have magic?
No, I do not.
Are you lying?
I am not.
If you're lying, I will kill you.
Oops.
I say we kill
I
her
have no
anyway and
reason
use her
to
own
lie.
spells.
You have a dagger at my throat. Why would I lie?
Because some people are not the brightest bulbs in the pack. Wait,
Do I
there's
look
not
not
bulbs
bright
here.
to you?
There's
No.
not bulbs here.
You're the one tied up. No.
Will lightning power it?
Any sort of magic.
I will just call lightning.
Okay, what level is the spell? Level 3? So you focus on the crystal, and you focus on the ability, and you see the sparks start coming to your hand, and then it zhoosh, right past her head and into the crystal. The crystal was the crystal was
You
about,
yelled at us. You're the first one.
the crystal was about 3/4 empty. It is now grown to about half.
Well, I don't have my
That will
spell
help us get
down.
mental.
And as it goes to half, it does sort of pick up, and you do feel the ship rising a little bit more.
Can I?
Not right this second. We'll eat them here in just a little bit, okay?
I sure do. And we'll have some here in just a little bit, okay, baby?
Just here in a little bit, okay? We will today.
Yeah.
We'll eat them here in just a little bit, okay?
Come here.
See her in the
Come here. Let me tell you something.
It's going over here.
So,
It's going right there. Okay?
Where should I see?
Just go to the door.
so judging off of how much we gain back from hers,
Mm-hmm.
can we kind of calculate how much each spell level would do?
Going off of how powerful that spell was, you surmise that with the distance between you driving and kind of knowing where you're at, vaguely, and then the two navigators that you have, if go ahead and do an intelligence check. I don't want to give you too much. Go ahead and do intelligence.
Post my proficiency?
Yes.
So that's
Frogger.
This hurts.
17.
17. Thinking about it and mulling it over just a little bit, you can think of that one more spell about that power would probably get you to the city and into the dock without any problem.
So
Any
another,
further than that, you would have to recon.
so another level 3. Oh, was that a level 3?
Yes.
Okay, so about two second levels, 3 first levels, and 4 cantrips.
Yeah, just anything for up to that.
Can I just cast Frostbite 4 times?
You can.
Because it's a cantrip.
Okay, so yeah, you concentrate and you feel the cold in your hand, and then when you go to cast it, it disappears. Your hand's warming it, but you see the meter fill a little bit more. She's like, okay, this is working. So you do it 3 more times, and the meter fills just to the amount that you think will get you over to the city.
Hey.
There you go.
So with that, you guys make
I'm
it.
glad you didn't roll a 1.
You guys
It's a
make
cantrip,
it
it
over
automatically
to
Well,
does
I know, but I mean, like,
the. 1 second. You make it to Fairhaven, and are able to dock. Now, pulling into dock, it is a massive tower with maybe 2 or 3 different airships all kind of scattered down this tower.
So it just makes sense on why I'd be able to fly it.
So, you pull into dock, and the dockmaster heads up to your level, pulls up, and the bridge is extended. At this point, you guys still have the captain tied to the mast
With a dagger to her.
with a dagger to her neck, and a dockmaster coming up to see what's going on. Because you were not
Harley.
scheduled to be here at this time.
Would they know who I was? Or who I am?
But do you
Being
know,
this is where I'm from and my dad's the ruler.
do you
He's
know
not.
that
He's
you
not the
are?
ruler. He's just royalty. He's
thought he
he's
was the king.
No, he's not the king. He is a member of royalty. He
Okay,
is one
but
of
being that my family is royalty,
probably not by face, but you don't know.
But wouldn't if he would?
He's not quite to you guys yet. The bridge has just extended, so you guys have maybe a couple seconds to get your shit together.
Alright.
so why don't we just untie her but keep the dagger on her but put it behind her? So that way they don't see the dagger?
Well, can't I? Not. I can control who you sees it and who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Well then, there we go. I
Okay,
can
but that's
just.
still
I can still put it at her throat, but I can
Okay.
control who can see it and who doesn't. Like you guys could see it, but he can't.
Does anyone have like a charmed person?
I have old person.
Yeah. I don't want a whole person. I want something like charm so we can charm her to saying what we need her to say.
Well, someone has. Wait.
I think I
While they're figuring that out, can I slide over to that crystal and pick it out with my knife?
Why?
You can attempt to. Go ahead and
If it's in
make
the
a
air,
dexterity
it's
check.
gonna crash.
He's stealing our shit.
Natural 20.
Are you kidding
Okay,
me?
so
We had the
you
luckiest
take
crits.
your dagger
It's making up for all the lost time.
and you
Right?
stab it into just the little tiniest space.
Can I see if I see him doing this?
Why?
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand. Go ahead and roll perception.
I got 25.
You see him
I ain't gonna stop this.
Soul
stab
knife!
it, and you start to pull it out.
Soul knife!
I'm Johnny stopping.
As the crystal starts to leave the ship, you can feel it kind of start to drop just a little bit as you move it.
Leave it
As
alone.
it drop out of the sky.
Why are you
Oh,
taking
we're
the
still in the
gem?
sky.
Yes.
Why are
I'll,
we-
I'll leave it.
I was gonna say, why are you taking the gem? Huh?
I think it'd be useful.
Might be, but I would prefer not to fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
So are we untying her?
I have wings, but they don't work.
I just make parachutes, okay?
So are we untying her?
Well, if it's the only way we can get onto the,
But it's just a
Is my
matter
guy
of...
still hanging off the side of the boat?
No, he's gone.
He did.
But
He
he
did.
was hanging though.
No.
Okay.
He was, but
okay.
he
gone.
He went
He D-E-D.
He went by Felicia.
To fly.
You know he did.
He went learning to fly.
But how are we going to get her to say what we want her to say?
What do you think threatening's for? I do have a knife to her throat. Well,
There's
technically
that-
not right now.
That can only go so far.
Well, if she tries to do anything, I can just kill her.
Yeah, and then we're in trouble.
No.
Alex, roll a wisdom check for me.
Hey, that's an actual good roll. I wasn't going to be, but... 20.
You know there's other ways of dealing with pirates.
Money.
Monetary value speaks a lot.
Lick the table.
Is that what she's doing?
And I think I'm the richest out of all of us, too. I think.
And from what, like, just a passing thought, you know, money speaks, and you might be able to use it in the future.
So bribery. We could
You
just
ain't
bribe
got
the
no
guard.
money.
Well, wouldn't I know that?
We were just captured on
I
boat.
thought we found our stuff though,
But
didn't we?
I mean, you're sitting there arguing back and forth.
Did
and
we
this is just
find all of
passing
our stuff?
thought through his.
Did we find all of our stuff? Other than the
No.
magical
Yeah.
items?
No, I found my magical item.
No, you guys found random weapons that the crew uses. But all your guys' items, your armor, your weapons, everything
So I have no gold.
was taken from you.
So I
I've
have
got
no
2
gold.
rubies and an emerald ring though.
Well, there you go. Cough them up there, bud.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna get more!
No.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, at this point you guys are broke.
Except for my 3 rings.
But there are other ways of dealing with pirates.
Or if you ask me nicely, I might give you a ring.
Can I use my shadow to steal one of the rings from him?
Your shadow can't interact with.
I thought it could though.
No, it
Because
can
you
tell
let it. You let it a couple times
when
to
it-
decide
what
whether
it-
you're gonna let
what
it
do.
interact or not. It was when we were trying to break free. I'm glad the head of this was it.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah.
Can I use my shadow to try to steal one of the rings from him
Sleight
without
of hand.
him noticing?
Sleight of hand. Tyler, make a perception check.
Oh my god.
21.
21.
23.
She's still tied up.
She is still tied up at this point. Yes.
While they're bickering, I'm going to walk up to her and talk to her
Okay.
privately.
Okay. Tyler, you don't realize it, but your pocket just got a little bit lighter.
I wasn't wearing the rings?
No, you put them in your pocket.
Oh.
bitch.
Okay, while they're bickering, I'm walking up to her and telling her if she admits that she is a pirate, I will bail her out. And if she tells us where our stuff is, I will personally bail her out.
If I admit I'm a pirate, so who?
To this guard that's coming up here.
Oh,
Tell us where our stuff is, admit you're a pirate, and I will bail you out. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to bail you out.
what guarantee do I have that you will do this for me?
Royalty. From here. I have connections.
You do.
Yeah.
Just a little while ago, you're nothing but a simple slave.
Says the one that had her boat taken over.
Well, you've got a good point. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Somebody's difficult.
22.
Surely natural 1. I have your word. I will tell you where your stuff is. There will be an auction tonight in the underground. Where? I have no idea. And all your guys' stuff will be there. As far as I'm told. Because you guys were supposed to be stripped and left with nothing. No reason to come back, no reason to fight, no way to
Do what we did.
to do what you did, exactly. And yet,
Here we are.
somebody very took you guys for easy targets.
Are you writing that down?
Yep, bail out pirate.
There are a few people who know where the underground auction is. I am not one. But, you have connections, as you say.
Such as like bounty offices, maybe?
Nah, you would need me.
Dark.
Yeah, you would need me. You would
Somebody
need my
that has a
connections.
hand in just about everything in the city. Your thought is exactly right. I know exactly where you went. You need through?
Can you put her?
Harley,
Okay.
are you eating my sunglasses? I don't appreciate that.
Untie me.
Isn't it a good thing I
I will admit it.
all the time?
You can get your stuff.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna untie her. You can put your dagger away.
It was already away.
You didn't hear none of this. You guys were bickering.
I know, but that's why it was
Yeah.
already away. I was bickering with him and stealing his shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna untie her and let her like
Okay.
walk in front of all of us.
Can I get a pencil?
I didn't even get a pencil, so
No, thank you. I'll just share with you.
Derek's hoarding all the pencils.
Everything.
Harden!
The
I'm hoarding
DM is
everything.
hoarding the pencils.
Order!
The pencils.
Port near the head.
Order!
So as the Duckmaster comes up,
The Duck Master?
yes, Duckmaster. He's got a bill. Get over it.
Get it!
As the Dock
You have the
Master
chicken like your father, but don't kick it.
comes across the bridge, the
I bet he's a
woman
fat.
steps forward and introduces herself as the Jaw. And as soon as she says
Makes
that,
sense.
he immediately steps back, puts a hand on his weapon, and tells her to stay put. And looks at all of you behind her with weapons, and no one else no one else in sight.
Yay.
I don't have a weapon.
Are you her crew?
No,
No.
Nope.
we
No.
were captives.
I want to kill her.
What proof do you have?
The crew's in the brig.
That and you still have shackles on yours.
And there's blood
Go
on her
for the
pelvis.
easy one.
Okay.
Cheating.
There's
So he-
blood on the side of the ship.
He does take this into effect. He does see the chains, the tattered clothes, what were put in. It's pretty much your skivvies. And surmises that you're telling the truth. and tells her to back up to the mast again, and has you guys walk across the bridge. Please go down to the ground level. Wait in the lobby, please.
Don't take the ship. It is ours now. We've taken it over.
It belongs to the state now.
I didn't have a hand in that one.
Is my familiar
I'll figure it out.
I've summoned him.
I'm stealing it.
I'll figure it out.
I'm stealing it back.
You summoned it
Just
right
trust
after you guys escaped.
I'm stealing
Okay.
Just trust me.
I'm still stealing it
Are we
back.
like on the dock now, like off the boat?
You are now on the bridge, getting ready to go down the tower.
Can I make my familiar into like a?
Oh, does it turn? I'm so sorry.
To change it, you have to do the. You have to.
It's my
use-
baboon right now, right?
Yeah.
I get you.
To change it, you have to take
I
the
gave
time
you
to
one.
do the spell, deal with the incense and everything, and you do not have any components.
Okay.
Just don't get the one that's in
So that would be a not right now.
because that's why.
Can I have my baboon familiar? Take the
Because
crystal.
I set this down just right and it'll go. Whop.
No, Tyler. No, Tyler. No,
Wait,
Tyler.
what's
We
he
are
wanna
not
do?
on the boat.
Make a strength check with
What's
the
he want
baboon
to do?
stats.
You don't want to know.
Wait, Charlie missed it.
We're on the bridge. Just don't worry about it.
Just
Hold on.
walk to
Hold on.
the
Hold on.
lobby.
Hold on. Hold on. Is the bridge balanced on the ship?
No, it's connected to the tower.
Okay.
Walk
Proceed.
to the lobby and don't turn around.
It's pretty
gonna
much
turn
gonna
around.
make it drop.
With the baboon stats,
The baboon ain't getting the crystal.
1. I rolled a 2, but it's a -1 strength.
okay, so
More a dexterity based guy.
the baboon starts to grab at the crystal, you know, the shiny thing, and the dog. How much HP does it have?
3.
Your familiar's about to die.
What's its AC?
12.
That's an 18,
Bye.
Your baboon's dead.
and that's 4 damage with a dagger. So, as your baboon is trying to take, he's like, no, bad monkey, and it's the dagger stabs into the baboon, and it pretty much evaporates into glitter dust and just goes all over the original captain. Like, what the hell?
That was weird. Where'd that monkey come from?
So now you have to spend time to use the component to get. You have to get the components, do the spell again, to comment.
It was worth a try.
It was worth it.
So
Can I try to steal it with the
you are on
Baby.
the
Baby.
you are on the bridge with everybody else.
But she has a shadow, don't she?
Yeah.
Can the shadow grab stuff like that?
Yeah.
It-
grab
it
it.
I
apparently
think it
can
will
act-
have uses. Crystals. I think it will have uses.
Honey. Wait, is she still on the boat?
Yes.
Yes.
She got another map.
And so is
And
the dock
so is
master
the
at
dock
this point.
master.
And her entire crew.
Oh god.
They're below deck though.
To kill or not to kill? That is the question.
Hey,
Tonight.
hey, these
I
people
mean, to be honest-
kidnapped us.
Not the dock master.
We already
You
know
kill the
how
dock
to do
master, we're in deep shit then.
This is very true.
that.
But they
Ain't nobody
wouldn't
gonna
know
see
it
it.
was me.
Yeah, if they don't see
We're
they
the
don't know
only
you
ones
killed.
coming down off of the dock.
As far as they know, that crystal just ran out of juice.
Yeah.
True. Do it.
Unless there's something there powering it that we don't know about.
Unless the dock master has magic. Which he very
Does
likely
anybody
would.
have the detect
Detect?
magic?
Yes.
Well, of course it's gonna come as
Alex,
detect
to you?
Of course it's
Yeah,
gonna
I do,
come
I
as
do.
detect magic. There's
Yeah, I
magic
do.
in the
Arlie, know
crystal.
True.
Yeah, I do actually.
Detect magic on the guard.
No, because you're just not going
Wait.
to kill the guard.
I passed my intelligence check on the crystal itself. Do
Yeah.
I know if it's going to be just that powering the boat?
Yes.
As far as you have
That's not good for you.
been able to surmise from your interactions with it, yes.
How far
That
off
is the
ground
only thing
is it?
powering this ship.
Very, very high.
You are a good 300.
High enough where if you fall, you will
We'll
die.
get them in just a little bit. Let us play for. Hey,
Take it. Take the crystal.
Not only to mention that, is you have ships staggered below you, docked to this tower as well.
Well, you
Take
see, my
Take it.
flaw is when I see something valuable, I can only think of ways to steal it.
Take
so
it.
You can
Yes.
think of ways to steal it all you want, just don't actually steal it.
We'll get them soon, I promise.
Take it.
I'm not gonna do it. Can we wait to see if they come off the boat?
No, we're on
At
our
this
way.
point, you guys can do whatever you want.
We're on our way to the thing to take us back to the first floor, so we ain't gonna be around very long. If we stick around, they're gonna notice something.
It's not like we did anything bad.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do with the boat?
Well,
Exactly.
it's not
Why
like
we
you
didn't
guys
get the
did
crystal.
anything bad.
No.
Yes.
There's boats underneath us.
Crystal, so? Who cares about those boats?
There's a shiny team on the boat.
Hi.
See, she likes the idea.
You can track them well.
Yay.
So Ashley's not stealing the crystal.
Ashley, steal the crystal.
No.
Okay.
Okay, now that that's
Too many
resolved.
casualties.
Now we're at the ground and we're waiting for them to come back down.
Okay. So yes, you guys get into the elevator of sorts, and head down the tower. Each floor, you do see that there are at least 3 or 4 ships docked at different levels below you. So if that would have fallen, that would have been a bad. But
Would have been a bad thing.
you guys,
Bad thing.
you guys are now in the lobby, and there are about 6 guards coming in to the facility now. They are dressed in white and gold, and each carry either a spear or a sword, and are rushing towards the elevator as you guys exit. There are plenty of seats for you guys to sit around. It's not a very busy place because any crews that were there are either still on the ship or have already dispersed into the city. And this isn't a place for where a lot of foot traffic goes through. Sky ships in this area are not very popular because you're in. So, as you guys sit and wait, go ahead and I want everybody to go ahead and make perception checks.
Thirteen.
15, 13,
13.
13.
He
One.
crit.
Crit,
I only have 4.
13.
13. Alex, you are the one that gets to pick this up pretty well. There is a lot of chatter now that the jaw has been captured.
Uh-huh.
She, and as you're paying attention, the dock workers and all that have kind of started rushing around trying to make sure everything's secure. And the guards that went up the elevator right after you got off have now descended and have her in chains along with everybody that admitted to be her crew. And that's about half of what was on the ship.
Only
So
half?
so you know there's liars amongst them. But she kind of gives you a look that says you better live up to your word. One of the more decorated guards comes up. He's got a gold helmet. It doesn't quite have a front face, so you guys can see his face. He is a high elf. Very pointed nose, pointed chin, very masculine looking. And his helmet goes back and has wings on the edges of his helmet. It's very, very ornate, seems to be a man of power. And he comes up to you and he nods, takes his helmet off. I am Who I am is not important. What were you all doing on that ship?
We were
Your
captured
guess
and
is as good as
enslaved.
ours.
We were in chains. You tell us.
We woke up on the ship.
You. Look very familiar.
As I should.
Have I had you in my holds before?
Not your holds.
No?
No.
Why do I know your face?
My father?
Who's your father?
What's your name?
Adark.
Adark?
A-Light.
What if
Hey, light. There you go.
Royalty is Finrod.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
this.
Well, I could have wrote down. Just the easiest way to.
So you know the captain of the guard. Well, I am the captain's right-hand man. Captain, unfortunately, is not here. I don't know why, but he sent me in his place. I am Jack. I do apologize for what happened. Is there anywhere in particular you guys need to go to?
To my father.
That can be arranged. I will have one of my guards. He kind of snaps at a skinny little elf guy. Just kind of pseudo armor does not fit. So he comes out. He's jingling, you know,
And
and
we're all bigger than you.
pretty much he's just a skinny little short little thing. And, yes, Captain. He said, I'm not your captain. Sorry, sir. He said, get a carriage over here now. And get these over to the Fenron Palace. Yes, sir. And he, as quick as he was, he darts off, still clinging and clanging, but he is a fast little boy. He's gone in just a second. Is there anything you need?
Clothing might be a good thing.
Yes.
I'm Jade.
You are made of wood and metal. How are you talking?
My creator made me this. That's all I know.
I've never seen anything like you before. That
Most people have.
and he gives you a very eyeing look up and down, trying to figure out this wooden
No? Okay.
human with metal. It just doesn't match. And there's no reasoning for it, and he's very confused. What kind of clothes do you wear? I mean, exactly.
Robes would be nice.
Okay, that
So you
might
can
be.
flash all the people.
that
Flash all the people your wood.
That's right.
might be. It might be doable. Anything else?
Can I persuade him to give me his helmet?
No.
Oh my god, Tyler!
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
No, don't even roll.
Yeah.
One. Natural one.
No.
I think that one
no.
needs to go in jail,
Yeah.
Tyler.
100%. He's rocking off of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guys,
Yeah.
okay.
And
A word with the captain when he comes in.
I don't know if he will be here, but he will
When do
definitely
you
be at
She makes a different one.
the center. You want to go directly there.
Will you send them to our palace?
I can do that, yes.
I need to have a word
Child,
with him as
but
soon as
eating my
possible.
leg.
Preferably tonight.
I have a parasite.
Before tonight.
Okay, well, we are going to
I have a parasite.
get the jaw taken care of. She is to be executed tonight.
Can that hold off?
Why?
I want to be the one to personally do it.
That's a weird request for royalty, but that might be okay. Usually they go by hanging, but okay. I will send the captain your way. And as he's saying this, the carriage kind of pulls up, and the little guy. If you're ready,
That's the goal.
angry baby.
Conniption fit. She's stuck. Nope, she's
I'll pull the chains here.
You guys get in. It's not the most elegant carriage,
Harley Noel.
but it's enough space for all of you. And there's quite a few of you that are very large. The two of them in particular.
And tree.
I'm gonna sit on top of the carriage.
You're gonna sit on top. Okay. It's sturdy enough. You're all right. Your tail.
Harley. She found an egg.
She found an egg.
You may want to get her out from underneath.
It won't be like donkey.
Take her to send her your mom's way.
She didn't bring it.
Is this a horse-drawn carriage?
It is a horse-drawn carriage. Yes.
Can I ride the horse?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and roll an animal handling.
I used all my luck.
Tyler, you're not doing very good.
Yeah,
Not now.
You
Not-
get close, and the carriage driver just kind of whips right next to your ear. You go. Okay. So you guys take off through the city. You are very familiar with the city as being lived here for many years. You've been his bodyguard for quite a while, so you're starting to get to know the city, but you know more of the taverns than he does.
God, you drunkard. I think I've seen
And
you at a couple of them.
You actually are from the wizarding realm here.
Okay.
You spent a lot of time in the Wizard's Tower, and that's where you trained. And for some reason, the rest of the town is blank to you. You don't really, because they took you from the tower. You didn't venture out that night. Just they took you from the tower, and that's all you know. So you know where you're at,
She's fast.
but you don't know where you're at. That kind of did.
It makes sense. Yeah.
The rest of you have no idea of the city. It's completely foreign to you.
I wouldn't have had a mission.
You've had missions here before, but you've been in and out.
So I've only, like, semi.
You know parts,
Yeah.
like where your missions have taken place, stuff like that. Tyler, where you had just freshly been out of the council, just freshly sent you out. This is your first time being out on your own, so you don't know this area. Mom, you lived in the woods,
Yes,
so
I did.
Hey, trees!
this is the first time in a big city. As you pull up to the Finrod Mansion, a portly man, about his early 30s, but he's high elf, so you never know exactly what age he is. But he is portly, and Mom, you know him. Of course, you know him, and Ashley, you know him. This is Alex's father.
Party.
Did I talk to him?
Yes, you did.
Who is
This is Alex's father.
I know that, but who is it? He's not the one I play.
Because I talked to him at the party.
Okay.
Yep, you talked to him at the party. Ashley talked to him at the party, and Alex
I don't
you
remember talking to
grew
him.
up with.
I clearly know who he is.
Yes. You have
I don't
fruit of
remember
his
talking
loins.
to him.
So he hears that something happened. He doesn't know what. And as you guys kind of file out of the carriage, he comes up to me and he goes, "Are you okay?"
Well, yeah, I'm here.
That doesn't. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm not scathed
Daddy
or anything.
boy.
Why are you naked?
The jaw.
The freedom, brother.
Daddy's boy.
Say that again.
The jaw.
What did that horrid woman want with you?
Your guess is as good as mine.
And then you
But-
have those.
Do you know of any underground auctions tonight?
And as you say that, you clearly see something flash across his face. It's not a place to talk about that. This is not the time, no place, or the... You guys need to get dressed. There are plenty of clothes for every one of you.
Does he see me? I'm still on top of the carriage.
Yes, he clearly
Damn.
sees you. Yes. But there are clothes for every single one of you in the house. Feel free to wear whatever you like.
I ain't wearing no dress.
Well, where's my bear?
You lost it?
I thought he was here.
No.
Okay, now I really need to know about an underground auction.
How do you lose a 2-ton metallic bear?
How do I get kidnapped and lose everything?
You are
Well,
royalty.
yeah, you never were the most observant person in the world, were you? Okay.
We're all naked for a reason.
I mean,
That sounds so wrong. It's not for whatever you're thinking.
he kind of
Oh, it
strokes.
totally is.
He kind of strokes his chin just a little, like. What did he just say?
I'm not in this group. I'm going that way.
So
Your loincloth says otherwise.
you
Where's
guys
your
each,
scales?
you guys each find something
And a
that suits
tail.
you. Pants,
I forgot I had a tail.
shirt.
Is it just clothes or is there armors in here too?
There are small
That's
small
armors for me.
armors, leathers that he doesn't have anything major.
Okay.
The suits of armor that are decorating the halls are very decorative.
Yeah.
To the point you hit it and it's going to crumble.
No.
So it's very decorative, like most of them. So I mean, if you want leathers, you can wear leathers, but most of it is just simple clothing. He has no actual weapons for you aside from kitchen daggers, stuff like that. If you want-
I am.
We are in prison weapons still.
yeah, so you still have your weapons that you took from the jaw. If you want,
Rest in
That's-
peace, my chain.
the guard didn't.
Technically, wouldn't it be pieces?
The guard didn't ask, nor did they
Hey.
take from you because of royalty connection.
Well, fine, throw it then.
Speaking of which, after everybody's dressed and fed, the captain of the guard arrives. He is a high elf with slick back, snow white hair. Again, high elf, so you don't know how old he actually is, but he looks to be pushing 60. And he's a stocky build, but not made for combat. He's more of the strategist, from what you know. And he walks in and yes, I was told you were looking for me.
Well, I got a few questions for you.
I have a few questions of my own, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay. Go ahead. You royalty first.
What exactly did you do with the jaw? Like, which area is she locked up?
She is in our main hold, in seclusion at the moment. She is scheduled for a hanging at dusk.
And that is supposed to be changed.
I was told you wanted to do her in yourself.
Well, there's a catch to that.
Uh-huh.
It was either us or her.
Uh-huh.
And well, I kind of need to save her.
And he kind of gives you, like, he gives you a look like, run that past me again?
She kind of needs let go.
Why?
Because, as I said, it was either my life or hers. And she was willing to give her life for me. So in return, I offered her bail.
Who was threatening your life?
She was. Initially. But,
Okay, my understanding was you took over the ship.
And the only reason we're still standing here is because she admitted to being a pirate because of us. I talked her into it for Lord Bader.
Why would you have to do that?
Because the guard captain doesn't know.
I'm the guard captain.
Well,
The
dock
master.
master didn't know.
But if you would have explained who you were, it probably would have.
That's.
Debatable.
It was all of us with weapons, her without weapons.
And a bloody side of shit.
And a bloody side of the ship.
I mean, I could see how that, yeah, but we are trained to ask before we do, but,
I request that she be released.
Let's just put it this way: if you don't release her, I will.
And who are you exactly?
Nobody. None of your concern, anyway.
Are we pulling a whole Fast and Furious thing now?
You shouldn't be concerned about her hurting you if she's nobody to be concerned with.
Just because
okay,
it doesn't look like I don't have a weapon doesn't mean I am. Whatever.
She is no one to trifle with.
Okay, well, if that is the case, if you don't mind asking you a few questions, how did you come to be on the ship in the first place?
Don't know.
We have no idea.
None of us know.
We all went to bed and woke up on the ship.
Where did you go to bed?
Don't know.
In a little motel.
I was in a tavern.
Was I still at the castle?
Yeah, we were at the tavern.
I was at the tavern.
Since it seems to be a theme, we're at a tavern. We know which one.
And weren't most of us at a party at the castle
Well, the only
prior to
party,
going to the tavern?
the only party recently was here.
Yes. And we were there, attending.
Should I be asking your father?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys feel any difference? I mean, when you woke up, were you
Colder?
drunk?
Yes.
Were you what?
Colder? Yes.
Exposed?
Slightly.
Okay, before you fell asleep, do you remember doing anything in specific? Were you drinking anything? Were you partaking in anything?
Just
Or
what was
taking you
at the
sleeping.
party
Just sleeping. Okay.
and what we did at the party.
So you were at the party.
And I
I was not.
The black
You were not.
daggers.
I was not.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
You know.
Yes.
He has no memory of anything.
And he did.
Okay.
Clearly, I
It
was.
your house.
And clearly, she was.
Okay. And were you at the party? No. Okay.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. I remember seeing you there.
I wasn't there.
Roll a deception check for me.
I remember seeing you there.
No.
Hold on.
I mean, yeah, I was.
No, my deception didn't work. I only got like 8.
Okay.
Jail!
So she says you were there.
She's lying.
I have a feeling she's telling the truth because you have already tried to.
You're a bad liar.
Failed.
It's not my fault. It's the rolls.
Okay. So I guess I will ask your father about guest list and see what I can find out from that end. As for your request, we'll have to go through the city council.
How long shall that take?
Hopefully before she's dead. I mean, I would say that I could do it, but she is wanted pretty much in the entire country.
If you do it, no one will know.
What if she accidentally?
You're the
had
captain.
her-
No one in that jail is going to question you.
Yeah.
Wait.
Cell was accidentally left open.
Whoops, I forgot to lock it.
Oh no! Now I can kill her.
Now you realize you're asking me to put my job on the line here.
Yeah.
Make a
But
persuasion
he's
check.
royalty.
Personally,
I would say at advantage since Mom's trying to help.
That's not any better.
What is it?
That's not any better. What is it? Perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion? Oh, okay. 8.
Roll natural 2.
I
You're
didn't beat it the
welcome.
first time. I didn't beat it the first time. I rolled a 3 the first time.
I will see what I can do. Is there any guarantee you can give me that it will not come back on me?
Nope.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Okay. I'm going to go talk to your father now. And he heads out of the room that you guys are in. You guys are in the dining room at this point. You guys have just got done eating. And he heads.
I am.
You
You
do
like salad.
consume. You
You
do,
eat
you do
rocks.
consume a little bit,
Rocks are your tomatoes.
but it's not as sustaining as it is for everybody else. So
I don't need quite as much.
exactly.
Give me a bag of fertilizer and I'm a happy person.
I made a deal with the devil.
So
You're an idiot.
They're like a fire
And I'm the dumb one.
in this place, like a.
Don't
in,
burn the place
No,
down.
I'm not.
in the main foyer there is a rather large fireplace that is crackling.
Is there like water around me? Any glasses full of water?
I'm sure there is a couple of
drinks.
glasses of water around you somewhere.
Can I walk over and put the fire out?
No!
Sure.
Okay.
So you. How many glasses are you going to take to try
Until it's out.
Okay, so it takes 4 or 5 different glasses of water to get this fire out, but it is now a smoldering heat.
I want to gather coal.
You got coal. Okay. So you stick your hand in, and you do get burned. So you take 4 points of fire damage. But you have a couple things of coal.
Okay.
You know, I forgot I had to let the
So there is now smoke in the house. Most of you are still in the dining room and have no idea that there's a reason for the smoke.
I just call out fire.
You have a few Goliath guards kind of standing there watching you.
Aww.
So they
You're welcome.
kind of look at you and go, no.
Can I?
Has it really?
Almost 9.
Okay. What were you want to do?
I was going to say I was going to go up into the room with my dad and the captain.
Okay.
Or eavesdrop.
No, I was going to go up there because I got to talk to them about the underground stuff anyway.
Ah, okay. Well, we will go ahead and take a break here, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Pigeon? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Flat sink!
we're back.
And we're
Okay.
back into the now.
So, you were heading upstairs to talk to your dad and the chief, correct?
Yep.
Yes. I will
Okay.
blindly.
So, as you head upstairs, one of the Goliaths just kind of nods at you and lets you up the stairs. No problem. As you're approaching your father's office, the chief is coming out.
That's fine.
And passes you, and he goes, if you can think of anything, any other information, please let me know. And I will work on your request.
I'd appreciate it.
And he kind of gives you a little look like, I better not lose my job for this. Your father is in his office behind his desk, jotting down something on a piece of paper as you walk in. It's kind of dark, but it's nothing unusual. You see that his office is, as usually, very elegant. A couple hunting trophies on the walls. For some reason, there's a single white dragon scale on his desk. I've never heard the story about it, but you've noticed it, and you don't know why it's there. But other than that, it's elegant carpet, bookshelves with glass doors.
Do we have a book with Draken in it?
And just the normal stuff for your dad's office. And as you approach, he kind of looks up from what he's writing. I am glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
So, after you left the party, where did you go?
Well,
I mean,
it's fuzzy, but I guess I went to the tavern.
I mean, I told you about one that was supposedly having a opening,
I think that's the one I
opening or something like that.
Something like that.
But for some reason, that tavern is no longer there.
Well, maybe that's why.
Got kidnapped too.
Maybe that was the ship. Just hidden. In plain sight.
Well, my thinking is the jaw maybe set it up, and those who partook and stayed at that tavern that night were captured, but I don't.
She wanted nothing with us, other than our stuff.
She wanted nothing.
She wanted to sell us. She even said we all had a price
Everyone's got a price.
that she was going to sell us for.
You're royalty, so I mean, yeah. I mean, I could see a price being there, but the rest of your. Can I call them friends?
I prefer posse.
You're not there. You're not there. That's why I'm trying to ignore you.
Have you seen a wooden person before that can walk and talk?
No, but I've heard of a gentleman in the woods that was trying something with soul magic. I don't.
Well,
I don't know particularly.
If it's
And from
succeeded.
what I remember, she came to the party and asked about her master. After that night, I've been so preoccupied, I forgot about it until she showed up with you. Along with the woman with the entertainment. I don't... Why is she with you?
she was on
The
the boat.
dragon woman. I mean, she was with the entertainment that night.
She was on the boat. She helped take it over with us. I mean, we literally took over the boat with no weapons.
Huh.
How many times have you seen that?
I mean... you don't. Okay, now, you were asking something earlier.
Underground auctions.
I don't know specifics. I do know that once a year there are 2 auctions that take place at the same time. A above ground auction, a base auction.
Mm-hmm.
One that sells items from across the plains, across the nation. And then one with a seedier past. And the ones you want to look for that have that information are people that... I don't want to say criminals, but...
Put it this
You
way,
know
do
the
you
type.
know any? That you can get them information from before the night.
I know where to send you. There are...
Reasoning. I don't have my stuff. Nor does anyone else. We were told by the jaw that there was going to be an underground auction, and that's where all of our stuff went. My guess would be that's where the bear is too.
You better find that damn bear. I spent so much money getting you the components for that.
My guess would be that's where the bear is too.
Okay.
But there's a catch. No stuff means no money. No money means no auction.
Daddy,
You're asking me for money.
Either money or you to go with us.
Just need one small loan and then evaluate.
Could you imagine the,
If
no.
I'm seen, it's gonna be good. You, on the other hand,
No
I
one
can-
knows. It's okay.
yeah. Plus, you had a pass with a turtle, anyways. But I know where to send you. There are a couple brothers that run a potion shop in town.
Mm-hmm.
They deal with the darker and would have some dealings with this auction.
What part of town?
The part of town you would not normally go to.
Okay.
Their names are Fitz and Germ.
Okay.
You find them? Tell them that the sun sets twice.
The sun sets twice.
You didn't think of that on the whim, didn't you?
You tell them this, they will open that you are open to any information that they have. Whether it's potions that they don't normally sell, or information that you need, they can get it for you.
What was their names?
Fitz and Germ.
Change their names to Simon and Garfunkel.
Now, the money aspect? It is an auction.
How much do you need?
How much do you think?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Bear crap pot costs you free information.
100 platinum?
I think that can be arranged.
I think that should be plenty. I would imagine.
I would hope so. And he turns around, and the portrait that you see on the back wall is of your mother, who died some years ago. And he pushes it aside on a hinge, and there's a safe in the back. He quickly does. You see his hand just kind of goes across it. He doesn't really touch the safe, and it clinks open. Seems to be run by some sort of magic, but you don't know which. He pulls out a small bag, looks in it, and just kind of counts a little bit. Here, and he throws it to you. It's about 100 platinum. Maybe more, maybe less, but should get you what you need.
Daddy's boy.
What you don't use, you bring back. Yeah.
No.
Alright. Just be careful.
I mean, I'm here.
Now we're gonna rob the auction and somebody stuck with 100 platinum. Con the DM.
And when you come back, I will have a little bit of information on that thing we talked about during the party. The wine issue. You forgot what I asked you.
Yeah.
Well, he was kidnapped.
I was kidnapped and woke up naked.
This is a good
Not
point.
necessarily naked.
Close enough.
This is a good point. I mentioned that one of our wineries is having an issue with dragons.
Oh, okay.
Seems the issue has not quite resolved itself, but I don't. It still is worth looking into if you have a chance.
Okay.
And he just kind of waves you off.
Shoot out.
Okay, is the carriage still out there? What time of day
Well,
is it?
there's you being your house. You have a massive.
So you should have
You have a
unlimited-
fleet of carriages
Okay.
at your
So
disposal.
what time of day is it?
At this point, it would be about 5 or 6 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Not quite dusk, but not midday. So it's right there.
So I thought we'd go get in the carriage real quick.
Sounds good.
Anyone objecting?
Where are we going?
A potion shop.
Potion shop. What kind of
Okay.
potion shop?
Just trust me, a potion shop.
Alright.
Okay.
Any objections?
Sounds good, Chief.
No?
Looking at me like I'm
That's
gonna
out the way.
object.
Okay.
She has to follow you. I'm getting back
Yeah,
up on
she
top
she
of
kind
it.
of has
Yeah.
no choice.
If we go to said potion shop,
Um,
can you loan me money for potions?
No.
No.
You can stay here. I mean.
I'll go.
Okay.
There may be some.
You head towards the direction your father told you,
Anything's free.
and
Can I give the carriage carrier, the driver, the name of the shop, like Fitz and Gin Potion Shop or something like that?
yeah, when you mention their names, your father has been there before, and he knows exactly where to go. So he takes you directly there, and it's one of those on the wrong side of the tracks. Kind of a rundown shop, but must be doing okay for itself because when you go into the store, it's shelves
I got
full of just about any potion you can think of. Whether they all are real, you don't know.
Duds.
How good they are.
Exactly. They all seem okay. They all seem legit, but it's wall-to-wall potion. And behind the counter, there are 2 halflings, just kind of sitting back, reading. And as you guys enter, one looks up from his book and smacks the other one's face. It's like the book hit the other one's face. Like, what? Oh.
Mumbo jumbo.
And they kind of pop up on the counter, and you see that as you get closer, the stools they were sitting on are these towering stools that make them look taller than they really were. But there are 2 halflings who are now sitting on the counter, ushering you in with great big smiles on their faces. Hi, what can we do for you?
I request information.
This is the potion shop. You may be looking for the library down the way.
Yeah, that's what the sun says when it sets twice.
Okay. And he one brother kind of looks at the other one, and he hops down off the counter, goes behind you, and locks the door. Comes back up, and slowly gets back up on the counter. What can we do for you?
An auction. Tonight.
Are you talking about the one?
underground.
Yeah, are you talking about the one in the town square?
No.
Okay.
The shady one.
I wonder why you would use the password for the center of town. That seemed like a bad bit of information that you got there. Okay. Well, what are we looking for exactly? They deal in body parts. They deal in
Jesus.
just about every type of slavery. You've got the sex trade. You've got what tickles your fancy?
I'm just wanting to know when and where. Well, I know it's tonight, but where?
Where? Just if you find a place, that might be it. It's not. It's underground, but it's everywhere. There are specific locations for specific items.
Magical weapons.
Magical weapons.
And armor and weapons in general. And a mechanical bear.
That's actually quite specific there. And one looks at the other one, and they kind of mumble back and forth a little bit. You are actually looking for the one beside the library. You were actually on the right track when you first came in. The alleyway behind the library leads to a small shack. Don't go in that shack. You want to go in the manhole before the shack.
Okay.
What's in the
When you
shack?
do,
I was underground.
when you do, there will be a large room, and that's where the auction will be. You go in the shack, and you might die.
Highly doubt.
Just say
Fair enough.
you might die. That's
I reckon that's how they get their body
if there
parts.
is a mechanical bear, that would be where it would be. How the hell they get it down the manhole? I have no idea. But that's just.
I mean, it comes apart.
What?
It comes apart. It's mechanical.
How did you know?
That's
Classified.
yeah.
Okay. Any other specifics?
What time do you know of this starting?
Most of the underground ones start after dark. The sun being the way it is now, you're looking around 11:30, 12, somewhere in there.
And it is what, 7?
That's yes.
Okay.
Is this where weapons will be as well?
If they belong to a specific person, like if they go with the bear or something like that, because that location is specific for
Sets of armor and weapons.
exactly. It's sets that kind of go together.
That makes sense.
And
So that's where everything is going to
it
be.
also could be where the slave auction happens too. It's kind of mumbo jumbo a little bit. Yeah. I mean, and I mean, if you're looking for body parts, now that is actually very interesting. It's actually down at the morgue.
We don't. No.
The coroner actually doesn't.
We don't.
No.
No.
No, thank you.
No, we're interested. Keep going.
No!
You don't need like eyes or
No, mine are
Dude, I don't
perfectly
think I
fine.
need new eyes.
I think mine work okay.
You know about the sex trade.
Shut up!
Hush.
But your eyes.
I mean, if you want,
We're locking
My
them
eyes?
outside
I mean,
next time.
they're kind of attached to my head.
What?
They don't have to be.
How much you gonna pay?
What?
That's
That's what spirits are for.
What?
What? I need to pay anything.
I got you.
My eyes are just
I
supposed
got
to
a
switch
nice-
colors.
I got a nice emerald ring for you here.
How many rings do you got over there?
Don't worry about it.
Tyler, how many you got over there?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know about my eyes, but that might be good for a good potion if you're
Oh, no,
looking.
no. Eyes are no deal.
I mean, I've got some. I got some pretty nice potions up here on the shelf.
No. Eyes are no deal. One eye.
Why do you want his eye?
Thank you.
Walk out the door slowly.
I think I'm good. But like I said, the potions are up for sale.
You're the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And I'm Groot.
We're starting all good.
Is there anything else you need? I mean, like I said, plenty of potions and stuff.
Nope, I
Gotta
think
make
that's
money
it.
somehow.
I think that's it.
Oh, come on, buy a potion.
I'll give you a platinum for your information.
Okay. And jumps back down, unlocks the door, and runs up and grabs the platinum out of your hand and runs up to his brother. They kind of nibble on a little bit.
I'm sure it's real.
It's real.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Don't come again.
If you're looking for quality potions, you know where to find them.
They're trash.
So
So let's go in the hut real quick.
no, we're not going in the hut. We're going to the sewer.
I
Sound
thought
good.
you wanted to go save the one lady.
No, because the guard was letting her out.
I'm so curious
You don't
about this.
have
No, because I told the
Can we
guard if
just
he
go
was
in
good,
the-
he was to get in trouble to say my name.
You may die. That sounds pretty good.
No,
Let's see him kill a tree.
I'm so
we're not
curious
taking
about
that
this
table
dang hut.
anywhere. That whole table isn't going anywhere.
No.
Are you
Let me
sure
go.
you even want me to go?
You got
You're
a
the one
shadow
not
and go
plotting
through
to
walls.
kill
Just look in
yourself.
the hut for us.
I can.
Can I cast mirror?
I wanna
image
see the
to have
hut.
someone
We
go
wouldn't know
go
what's
through
The
it?
this
shadow
is
can only
shack.
talk to me though.
That's fine. You tell
That's
us
okay,
what's
you
in there.
can tell us what the shadow says. We don't know what's in the shadow.
Can we just go to this manhole?
I am setting my shadow in.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I'm curious.
one thing at a
too.
time now. Okay, so you guys go towards the library. You know where it's at. You guys go towards the library, and it's starting to turn dark. So everybody's kind of leaving the area. It's getting a little more sparse. So as you guys approach the library, you see the alleyway that they talked about. Kind of look around to make sure nobody's paying attention. Go ahead, you guys go ahead and make a perception roll. Crit?
She sees everything. 14.
Okay.
7.
17.
10.
19.
19. Okay. Mom and Ashley, you guys notice that there are a couple people looking at you, but mostly because you're a very
Weird group.
Naked
weird group of people.
Okay, yeah.
Well, not only that,
Giant
we're
walking
probably
tree.
we're probably the weirdest looking ones.
Yeah, you've got a dragonkin, and then you've got a giant walking tree person,
And a Goliath.
and a Goliath, and then a pale elf, a half-orc, and a high elf. It's
I'm the only normal one.
yes, you're yeah.
Well, there's a lot of Goliaths around,
No.
right?
No,
Only
just in my
Goliath
palace.
cards.
The only Goliaths that you have really seen
And
are in his are in his house.
God, you guys are kind of
we're protected. Very,
y'all
very
are
well.
special.
So, but no one's really. They're paying attention, but they're just looking at the weird ragtag group of people.
Come at me.
Hey, look at this
Um,
tree. Come over here.
And as you guys start to walk down the alley, nobody really follows you.
Come at me. I'm ready for a fight.
So, you guys walk down this alleyway, and in the very back, against a wall, is a wooden shack. Very run down. There are holes throughout the whole thing, but the door is a very heavy
I'm
oak
going
looking,
in the shack.
and does not look like it has been opened in years. And but right before,
Not
a
going
few
in the shack.
My
about
shadow can.
20
It won't
feet
get
away
hurt.
from the shack is a manhole cover that you can go down. So
See in the shack.
what are we
I
doing?
send my shadow into the shack.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alex
The-
is like,
the-
Shadow can't die.
Shadow
Go.
approaches
Shoot. Get on there.
the shack
How does that work at night?
I have a shadow.
It is a weird shadow. She has it all the time.
Yeah. I'm Peter Pan.
I just figured.
I'm Peter Pan.
Her shadow is ever present. It is a very unique and magical thing that. So
Just let it happen.
your shadow approaches, along the wall and goes.
They can't
along,
see it, right?
If you want them to, yeah.
Okay, well,
Alright,
they can't
Shikamaru.
see it. What?
Alright, Shikamaru.
And as it approaches the window, it seems to get sucked inside.
Now we gotta save her shadow.
No.
Yes!
No, I think I can summon it back.
You hear
Shadow's great.
scratching from the inside, and then a shriek. Seems like an old woman shriek.
Like a banshee?
Kind of.
What did I send my poor shadow to do?
At least the shadow.
And-
That might be the sex.
And then
Nothing right there.
silence.
Wait, her
What?
shadow didn't come
And then
back?
silence. A
Well,
very unusual silence.
well, down the main hole we go.
Well, can I see what it sees?
I'm gone.
No.
No.
We're not going to it anymore.
But it
This
can talk to
silence
you, right?
the silence has kind of overtaken you guys. You were hearing crickets. You no longer hear those
Darkness,
crickets.
my old friend.
Manhole, manhole.
You look up at the sky and there are no stars in the sky.
Can we go, boys?
We
No,
fucked
no,
up.
no.
We gotta see your shadow now.
Well, I think I should be able to call it back to me.
Do you?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You attempt to call
Are
it
you
back.
kidding me? You screwed me over.
I didn't
And-
make you.
Harley Quinn.
In the window,
In the wall.
you see the shadow as it's trying to come through the window where it came from. And it does not seem to be let go.
Well,
You can pretty much see it as a 3D person.
You just
dude, we
Instead
ain't
of
taking the shadow.
2D on the wall, you see the shadow standing in front of it,
That's
banging on the window, trying to get out.
Yeah, we ain't
Can I
taking
shoot the window with my crossbow?
it.
No!
No.
You don't have a crossbow.
Or, yeah, I do.
Oh yeah.
I got it off the boat.
No manhole.
But now her shadow's stuck.
Oh,
We'll get it in the morning.
True.
Yeah, but we
It's
don't
not
know
like
what
a
could happen to me since it's gone.
You'll be fine.
You go after your damn bear. I'm getting my shadow.
I'll stick with that.
We're not
Well, I
splitting the
vote
party.
for
We're
Yes,
not
that
splitting
always
the
goes
party.
bad.
We will go in the manhole first, get all of our stuff.
And then save the shadow.
I don't need weapons.
That's how
You need armor.
I know.
So what are we doing?
I got leathers on.
I'm gonna kill
Down
them
the holes,
both.
down the
I'll
holes.
stick with you, Ashley. You make the
I'm just
decision.
going down the main hole without.
Well,
Well,
there's
okay.
3 against 2. Because she's already on my side.
Druid, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, you got no choice.
I said down the holes, down the hole.
Okay, there's 4 against 2. We're going down the damn hole first.
Can I see what happens if I approach it at least?
No!
Well, not like
It
to
just,
the
the
point where I
shadow
could...
just got sucked in.
Well,
What
I
do you
mean,
think's
like,
gonna
not
happen
to
to
the
you?
point where I could get sucked. Well, how do you know if we
Okay.
don't go to that stupid manhole, we get sucked into the shack anyway?
Well, it's worth the shot going down the main hole first.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm getting a different dice.
Lots of shame.
Can I make a wisdom check when I knew anything about this?
16.
You can try. 16. As you try and approach the shack,
Another dice.
you
Wouldn't I get sucked in because it's my shadow?
because it has its own, because you were able to detach from it, it has its own field. You hear a hum as you approach, and you can feel the gravity start to pull you in.
But I'm still not even close to the manhole, right?
No, this is towards the shack. You guys are standing by the manhole.
Oh. I thought it was right in front of
No, it's 20 feet away.
What happens if I leave it behind?
You don't know. You've never been anywhere without your shadow.
Can I talk
you
into it?
want me to go do it?
Can I do an
Do you want to get
intelligence
sucked
check
in?
to see if I know anything about this tavern
Oh yeah, you're
or
drunk.
shack or whatever? Because I'm from around
You
here.
can try, yeah.
I say, is this the tavern?
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I failed mine too.
I said what, intelligence?
Yeah.
I got 14.
I got 11.
11.
I know I don't know that about it.
Neither of you have really ever heard of this ice.
On try it, I probably haven't. And that's when you crit. What's your intelligence? Is that
I guess so.
5? Oh wait, wrong one. Over there, never mind.
You're a wizard though, aren't you?
Yeah, but never been out the training ground or whatever.
You could know about if it's spells.
Yeah.
Arcana,
She got
Arcana
15.
check.
15. You've not heard of this place in particular. You've heard rumors of people going missing around this area. And not returning.
Can I just use detect magic to see if it's magical?
There you go.
Yeah, you use detect magic, and there is pretty much an aura around this entire shack within a 5-foot area of the shack that is completely it's shrouded in magic.
So yeah, don't go near that.
But what is inside of it?
Nothing we need.
Nothing good. If
We
it's
don't know that.
If it's surrounded in magic, nothing good.
It could be. There
We're
could be
listening to one
something
that
good.
knows.
Like,
Okay, down
My
in the
curiosity is
hole.
going to kill me.
down in the hole.
Yeah, down the hole.
Okay, you guys proceed down the hole. Down the hole. As you get about halfway down, your shadow returns.
Hey! Now I'm even more curious.
Curious?
You go ahead and
Can you talk to it?
for this, I would say you would do another intelligence check.
I don't know shit.
Oh. Comes back and just babbles.
7.
I don't
Best-
have any kind of luck, do I? Do you have any luck?
I don't have luck on this class.
I don't think anybody took the luck.
I didn't.
Normally
took
didn't
tough,
get it.
but
Oh,
not-
that's what I got. Yeah.
I took tough, not luck.
The best you can surmise is that if you're within a certain distance, it stays where it is. But if you break that distance, it returns to you. You don't know what that distance is.
Yeah, because I still don't know anything about my background.
Exactly. You don't know what that distance is, but it seems that within a certain distance, it will have to return to you regardless.
I should have pushed everybody.
You talk to it now? Find out.
I'm gonna try to talk to it to see what happened inside.
Okay. You get the feeling that when it approached the house, it was no longer on this plane of existence.
So kind of like a parallel universe.
Kind of.
I want to go
But it
in!
was-
But you don't know this. It's only telling me this.
But it expressed a feeling of fear in the air.
It went to Tartarus.
So, that is the best you can get from that.
Okay. So, I don't know if we should go in. Well, no, we're going in the shack when we get done. Because it'll be fun! Okay. Let's go find your bear.
Yeah, so we go to the shack. Come on.
And all of your guys' stuff too.
I got a sword. I don't care.
I don't have anything. I had everything.
Just one staff.
You guys,
I went to my tree to go to my tree.
you guys make it down,
Wouldn't it
make
be
it
a
down
stick?
down the main
It'd be a
hall.
stick, wouldn't it?
I mean, it is a staff though.
Staff.
And one at a time, once you guys hit the bottom floor, there is, as he said, a very big opening with a lot of seating, and it seems to go down kind of theater-esque, and it just kind of gradually descends. There's plenty of seating for everybody, and there at this point there seems to be about 150 people here already. From all walks of life, there's you see there are a few dragonborn in one corner,
God, I'm
full
gonna stand
orcs
out like a
another
sore thumb.
another.
You.
There
We need to
are
watch our backs.
high elves in the middle, and you see that each section
Freaking.
there are about 5 or 6 of
I
each
can't
kind of
do
race that you can imagine.
I only have
in
my
this
fire.
group.
And then you got us.
And then you get your ragtag band of people that
Misfits.
Hoot nannies.
that about 3/4 of the people realize are now there.
Yeah, because there's
Or kind
not
of-
really anybody else like me
No.
or her. There's a few of her, but not very many.
Yeah. So you guys are now getting the eye from
See the
quite a
sore
bit of people.
thumb?
It stands out pretty good.
What would you guys like to do at this point?
Sit down.
Sit
down and wait.
Sit down, man.
Sit down.
Yep.
Do we have to have numbers to make the
it doesn't
bed?
seem that way. You were not greeted. You were not given anything. It just seems to be open seating wherever you want to sit.
Yeah.
Where are we
Is there a
sitting? Towards the
specific
front,
place you guys
back,
want to?
middle,
It don't really matter.
side?
Whatever's open.
Whatever,
Okay.
wherever there's room.
So
for
you
us
guys,
to sit.
you guys take a seat, kind of between the high elves and the wood elves that are there. Towards the middle, but kind of in an off-putting area where you're in between, so you can see between. Because wood elves are skinny and short, high elves are skinny and tall. So there's a little bit of a balance there.
Alex, you're out of the frame.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Shut up, son.
To the right.
So
Tyler, what are you doing?
you guys.
You trying to... Oh.
You guys take a seat, and within the next hour, you guys are still sitting there, and people are still pouring. To the point, there are no longer seats available. People are now standing in the back.
Son of a monkey butt.
So you guys
You better have
wait for another 45 minutes after you realize this,
I ain't
and
worried about their stuff. So they don't.
In-
I don't have anything. I
in
really
front
didn't.
Of, in front of everybody on stage walks a high elf man. Alex, you recognize this as one of the lords of the city.
Of course it is. That don't make sense.
Do I recognize him?
Because no, you have not come in contact with this person.
Well, who
Does
did
he
I
let
steal a
on
ring
to us
from?
that he knows the little jackwagon?
No,
Who did I steal the ring
it would have been his hair.
from? I stole from you. Shit.
So, as this gentleman comes across, he kind of adjusts a little bit, and when he does that, his voice comes out a little louder.
Amplify.
Huh?
Amplify.
Pretty much. Just like Dumbledore does in Harry Potter. But it's a magic spell, and it's amplified out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you coming to this auction. We have a few items tonight here that are unique, and others that are not. If you are here for something specific, please come down here and request that item to be to come up first. The faster we get through the specifics, we can get to the rest.
Blah, blah, blah.
We will give you about 30 minutes to do so, but one person from each party can do so. Time starts now.
Tree.
Go out.
I'm just gonna look for all of our spells because they said it was in bundles of armor and weapons. That's what the potion bears.
Okay, so
You want the
How
bundle
would you-
containing the bear.
how would you
Are they
word
labeled?
that? Because you get.
Are they labeled by like names?
Where's our stuff?
Are they labeled by like names?
There is a list of items next to the to the blank paper. By the time you get to it, there are quite a few requests for a couple specifics. One is the Heart of a Dragon.
There.
Camera.
It's getting mobile now.
Go that way, Sneaky. Nope. Go that way, Sneaky. Okay. One of the more favored ones is a Heart of a Dragon. And then there is a request for a Steel Bear.
Yeah! Well, now you don't have
not
to
good
request
for
it.
you.
In
They won't win that auction.
on the paper.
And that's when they make you use all
I
their
will
platinum.
use all of it for that bear.
on the paper, there are on the list. There is a Steel Bear, a Iron Bear, and
Now he's
an
in.
Iron Mastiff.
Well, it was definitely a bear.
Buy all three. I want one.
Right?
Steel Defenders. It's the Steel Bear.
Also, there is what's called a bundle donated by the Jaw.
Okay, we want that one.
That is how it is specified, but it doesn't give any specifics on what's in the bundle.
Okay, we want that one.
So, after you put your request in, there are a few others, and you return to your seat. 30 minutes later, the gentleman comes back out, picks up the paper, and takes it back to the back. About 30 minutes later, the gentleman walks back out and adjusts again. The auction will now commence. First item on auction is the Heart of a Snow Dragon.
Go ahead, honey. Do the auctioneers can't.
Not gonna happen.
I need it to absorb power.
Not gonna happen. The Heart of the Snow Dragon starts at 3,000 gold,
How much do you have?
and by the end,
He has 99 flat.
I should. I thought it was. Oh no, yeah.
He kept one.
Oh my God, Tyler.
are you
I was gonna
bidding?
try. No, I was gonna try to keep track of how much gold he's
Oh,
got.
okay.
How much is 100
He has 99 flat.
pot? I don't have a phone.
One platinum's like 1,000 gold.
One platinum is 100 gold.
100 gold.
Yes, but I didn't know how much that would be. Like how much? If he's got 99 platinum, how much gold would you have? I don't have mine. Yeah.
Was it like 9,900?
Oh, no, it'd be more than that. It'd be like
9,900. 100 gold is one platinum.
yeah.
So
There's your
99.
conversion. list from that
9,900.
paper.
Okay. Well,
Kind of rough.
Not a whole lot.
no, it really ain't.
Not for this kind of event.
Alex, what the hell? Only 100? That's all you can give?
Your daddy is cheap.
Where's the 250 at, man?
By the end of the auctioning of the heart, it is up to 100,000 gold.
We gotta drop these people. We gotta go all in and kill everybody in this room.
Oh, it's...
It wouldn't be very hard.
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
The winner of the heart went to the orcs. Next up is the steel bear.
Derek, don't take all the
We're
gold.
about to pop off.
4,500 platinum.
The beginning, because the bear is not working.
Well, there's an obvious reason why.
The bear is not working. It is actually rolled out on a cart. It is damaged.
It's because we had to take it apart.
Exactly. And it seems that they did not put the parts in the right places from what you can see. The beginning the beginning bid is 500 gold.
That's not that much.
And
One gold up.
one of the high elves stands up and says 1,000.
Yeah, 9,000. He's up it by 150.
Taking too much time. More people's bidding on it.
1,500 gold.
15. Okay. High elf sits back down. Okay, one of the dwarves stands up. 2,000 gold.
2001.
Yeah.
3,000 gold.
Ouch.
Do I have 4,000? Do I have 4,000? 4,000? 4,000. Anybody 4,000?
True. It's gonna get up there.
Dwarf looks at you and kind of gives you the eye. 5,500.
Can I stand up, squish the damn dwarf?
Can I go invis?
Wait, hold on.
Suffocate him?
Where is this dwarf
Hold on,
sitting?
hold on.
Where I'm at?
Yeah, where's this dwarf compared to where we are?
Okay, so you guys are kind of in the middle, and the dwarves are in the very front because they're short, and off to your left.
I have a side dagger go to his throat, and then I use my telepathy and tell him to resend his bid.
Okay. Go ahead
Nobody
and
can see the dagger but me.
make an intimidation check.
Come on, work.
Please, God, crit. The one time we need a crit.
Right.
I don't have luck.
Okay, I got 18.
Natural 1.
Yes!
That's tall, right?
And the dwarf
You're
kinda-
welcome!
The dwarf kind of, I rescinded my bet. And he sits back down.
So it's the
And,
It's back at 3,000.
yes, back at 3,000. The high elf gentleman on the stage goes, anyone else? Any other beds?
I'm ready to use another dagger.
Dwarves? No. High elves? No.
dwarves are already out.
No. Dwarves are out. Nobody else bids.
Yeah.
And it goes to you for 3,000 gold.
You're welcome.
Alright, now we got 6,000.
Fuck our stuff. I got the bear.
Who's the nearest people that's sitting here?
The
The high
closest,
elves and the wood elves.
you have the high elves here, and the wood elves here, and behind you are just kind of a plethora of other people, of other races. The ones that are sitting close to each other seem to be in groups, but the last bit of people that came in are just kind of there.
Do the dwarves seem suspicious of what happened?
No?
Can I try to pickpocket all the people in front of me?
No.
Tyler, stop! They need their stuff!
Make a sleight of hand check.
Derek!
We need our stuff.
We have nothing to help you.
As of right now, I'm your only
10?
help.
No. That's a 13. I rolled a 13. So as you just kind of you start to put your hand up, one of the elves just kind of.
Scratch my knee, I'm sorry.
Does he have to make a
We have
deception
nothing.
check?
Yeah, make a deception check. 11. Roll a 10.
Oh!
So you barely won that. He just kind of gives you the side eye, like, And he turns back around. So the rest of the night goes on. There are items such as the club of frost giants.
Can you use that?
Let's see here. The crown of an ancient king. There was
It's the crown from your dead. His previous character.
There was a sack of gems found off the coast,
Was there pearls
not too far
in
from
it?
the city.
Was there
That
pearls
could
in
have
it?
really come in handy.
Stuff, kind of
And
stuff
that's
like
when
that.
you find out it's all costume
The
jewelry.
weirdest thing out of all of them is no, it's the shell of a turtle.
Can I be a ninja? Can I be a ninja turtle?
It's like
but
my
that
I
answer.
had changed the beast shape.
that actually went to the wood elves for some reason.
Be suspicious.
But yeah. So towards the end of the auction, they finally bring out, and it is literally a chest donated by the Jaw, who is now in jail about to hang. Says the guy on the stage. So everybody's like, "Ooh, what could she have donated before she?" The interest is there, the intrigue.
It's not gonna be our stuff.
So the auction starts 100 gold, 300 gold, 400 gold,
Hurry.
500 gold, and it goes up. The most recent bid is 1,000 gold, and it's just to a random person on the deck.
4,000 gold.
The auctioneers. Oh. Are you sure? Okay. Any other bids? No. One of the orcs kind of stands up. I'll take 44 for it, if he's that interested.
49.
How much do you have left?
If he goes too high, I'll let him know.
Okay.
We're at
Why'd you go so high?
6,900.
That's like a 3,000 over bet.
6,000.
How'd you fuck?
Well, 6,900. That's the most I got.
Can I put curse on him and shut his mouth?
I can shut him up again.
The components for hold person. Is it verbal?
It's a concentration.
Next to
Humanoid within range must make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
next to the stuff, does it have a V or like a VS or something like that?
BSM.
Okay, so that means as a verbal component
Verbal and motion.
means you have to say the spell. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a sleight of hand check.
And there's motion too, I think.
Yeah,
That's what the M is for.
so somatic.
Yeah.
Oh.
4. As you're kind of starting to try to do it, unbeknownst to you, there's a guard standing along the wall over here, and he goes, and you get shut down.
6,900. If he bids any higher, we'd be fucked.
He backs down. He just kind of sits down and just kind of, Watches you. and then after 3 tries, nobody says anything else.
Going.
You now are in possession of the Jaws chest.
There's probably everything in there is probably worth about 6,900 with all the magic items and stuff.
So,
Go on, Kepler.
You don't know she.
I want to look at it and make sure it's our stuff. Well, their stuff.
Got you
So
worried.
after everybody disperses, they get their items. You guys come up to the stage, and you get your bareback, who again is not working, and the chest. The chest. Make an investigation check.
Uh-oh.
I've got 14.
Chest is locked, and there was no key provided.
What is it?
I got a thieves kit.
So do I. I've got these
She's
tools.
a rogue.
Yeah.
That's why I had her check.
Oh, what's saved?
You want a
What
blanket?
Hell yeah.
Huh?
What is it?
Paul's
What
right there.
do I need?
That to unlock it is a dexterity check.
You make a blanket.
Origami blanket.
Hell yeah. Paper mache.
No, that's not saved. 13.
13. You
Wait, am I proficient in it?
are you?
I don't know.
Don't
How
we
do
just
you
have the biggest person
tell?
here just stomp on it?
Is a bubble filled in?
What bubble? There is no.
Up next to the saving
That's
throw.
puzzle.
Next to the saving throw.
Well, then, yeah, it's a saving throw.
That's a
filled
risk
in.
I'm willing to take.
So yeah, you're proficient
Okay,
in it.
then
So
I
it's
got-
16.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gingerly take the lock picks and hear a click. Slowly open the top. It is unlocked.
There you go. It's open, guys.
What is
Inside is all of your stuff.
Hey!
Is there anything
All
extra?
of your gold, all of your weapons that you were missing, all of everything that you were missing is now yours.
I have Bloody back.
I didn't have it. So.
There is about 300 extra gold. A bag of gem dust. And about 3 useless daggers that really, because I mean they took other people that really didn't have it.
You know, you never did say if I had any gold when we started.
You were supposed to roll for it.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you don't got that with you.
Have that
Okay.
page.
Oh, that's right. We
Where's
didn't
your
have
calculation?
get you that page, did we? Oh, we'll get that. So, but yeah, armor, weapons, everything's there.
We each get 50 extra gold.
Or we could just give it to my father because he gave us all the platinum to buy the shit back.
True.
Well, this is true. We could give him the extra money.
Just say that was
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, just give.
Why
I just
don't
say we give the
He's loaded.
Rest.
We're not.
I say we just give the rest though to him.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
Here's your change back.
He's the reason we have it.
I was only along for the ride.
Yeah, she didn't have that one for some reason.
This
We
is
didn't.
the old ones. Oh. Okay. You didn't think, okay, cool.
Yeah, no. I
So-
didn't
Tried.
did that. I got my spells.
You
on
guys
one
have
page.
now acquired everything that you have lost. You guys outbid quite a bit of people
And
through intimidation and very lucky rolls.
Also
So
100 platinum.
you head back up the manhole. You head back up the manhole, and once again are facing the shack. What do you guys do?
Going to the carriage.
Is there anyone else climbing out? Is it just us?
You guys are the last to leave.
Alright, never mind then.
Because
We're
you
going
took
to carriage.
you guys took the time to
The
get
carriage.
everything back on.
Okay.
And, yeah.
You will die.
The hut.
No.
I'm not down with the hut anymore. No,
The carriage.
I'm down with the carriage.
Is Tyler the only one wanting to go into the shack?
We said we hit it on our way out.
Just to get you to shut up.
The hut!
Oh, look at me. I'm not in this. I almost lost my shadow because of you.
Back
The
up.
hut.
She almost lost her shadow because of this damn hut.
No.
I can't lose my shadow. It's a
Tyler, make a perception check.
I'd have laughed at it.
18.
Okay.
Let us know. The baby's in the hut.
There's a baby in there!
Oh,
With
dingo,
your
ain't
race,
this
there
baby.
is a spirit that is constantly with you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And it's pretty much telling you that is a very bad idea.
Alright.
It's telling you like maybe after some more training, but for now that is a very bad idea and to leave it alone.
Okay, Mr. Disembodied Voice.
To the carriage. To the palace.
Okay,
It's
so
Okay,
you
but
guys,
I'll be happy
it's-
about it.
It's your Jiminy.
it's
Yes.
more of a mansion, not quite a palace, but it's still big enough that it's still home. Yes. You guys, you return. How are you bringing the bear?
He's still. We're just gonna roll.
You
You're not going to try to fix
took
it
the
yet?
cart that they had
Yeah.
him on? Okay.
He's hooked to the back
Well, I
of the
can't fix
carriage.
it until I get to the.
My question is, how'd you bring him up to an animal?
He had each of us carry a body part.
Talents.
Rain magic.
So you take the cart that they had, and it's, I mean,
It's strapped to the back of the carriage.
okay. So you guys make it back to the mansion. You guys are each given a room. You already had a room, of course you had a room. But you guys are each given a guest room to kind of
Did they relight
bed
the
down for
fire?
the night. Yes, the fire is relit. There is no more smoke in the house.
Did
Stick on my
what
pole.
the jaw get saved?
We haven't seen the captain.
You don't know.
How long were we down there anyway?
The auction took a good, I would say about 4 hours.
So it's
to complete.
nighttime.
No,
It
so
is
it's like
about-
3
it is
o'clock in the
about-
morning.
Yeah, it's about 3 a.m. in the morning.
Does my dad say anything about the thing?
Your dad is asleep. He's dead to the world.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna roll a bear into my room and then just pass it out, and then I'll fix it in the morning.
Okay, it's easy enough. I mean, you've got your workbench in there and everything. It's big enough. You guys each get a very elegant guest room. Canopied beds, very feathery mattress.
Very plants.
Very, what is it?
Any plants in the room?
There are quite
Oh
a
my
few
God,
plants.
Tyler, what
like
are you doing now?
ficuses and there's a
He's thinking.
on a balcony. There's one of those flower pot
Can I
garden
use
things.
said plants for my
Drugs.
familiar?
Drugs.
There are
Because it just states herbs.
there are a
Hi,
few specific
you got a
items,
cupcake
but
in your Come on,
there
baby.
are within one of the planters there
watching
is a
You need a diaper.
there is one where it's got a few mint leaves that you can use as an herb. So you can use
Yeah,
that.
that's not
Okay,
funny.
we'll take it.
But you have all your components.
No.
Oh. Well,
you
I had
had-
components in my stuff
Yeah,
before?
you already
Oh, I
had
didn't know
components. Where you had all your stuff, you were packed, you were ready to go. Just in case something happened, you could change your familiar.
But yeah,
So
he
you
did.
have
But yeah,
all
he
your
didn't
components.
want his
About-
stuff.
About how many charges would I have?
I would say you would have about 5,
Okay.
just in case you need to change or anything, or resummon, that kind of deal, because things happen. Yeah, you have about 5 charges for that.
That's enough to sleep.
Okay. While they're all sleeping, I can sleep.
You do not. What would you like to do?
I have the spell book back this morning.
Yes. Yes, you have your master's works. It is.
No.
I know we said it was like a Tom Riddle diary. The spells appear as I
Yeah, it appears when his words appear when his it's not quite a spell book, but it's more like his diary. It's his. It tells you what you need to
His
know
writings, his
when you need to
things.
know it.
So can I study this and see what, if anything, is there?
Anything new has popped up? So what you have learned so far from reading this is that he created you for a reason. That his time was drawing close, and he needed something to help him on to another part of his life. But towards the end of the writings that you have discovered, it seems that what he was going for was incomplete. He was missing some sort of components. And that is all that you really know. Now, after the auction, there is a mention of a window to the soul. What this means, you're not quite sure, but it seems that he has somehow tried to unlock the soul's ability to move on. Anyone else?
I'm gonna go.
Because if I'm familiar into that freaking hut and communicated with it,
You think?
I'm still hung up on. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go look for Josh.
While everybody's sleeping, I'm gonna go back to the shack.
Well, if she's, did they set her? If they didn't set her free, well, I want to go and see if she's still down in the brig or whatever, the dungeon, whatever the hell you want to call it.
So with a little bit of help from one of the guards of the mansion, he kind of puts you in the right direction of where the prisons are, the dungeons. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Just let the captain come in.
I'll just go back to bed.
We'll just let the,
I just got a natural
we'll just let
one.
the captain come in. And
Well, no, there was
So
a reason why.
You tried to sneak into the dungeons, and
I wasn't trying to sneak.
one of the guards, you swing the door open, and it makes a little noise, and the guard kind of looks at you like, can I help you?
I need to talk to someone.
Who are you looking for?
The jaw.
She's in isolation. No one can see her.
Why?
Because she's in isolation, her execution was stayed for now.
It was only stayed. I thought she was going to be set free.
I've only heard it was supposed to be stayed.
Can I talk to her, please?
No one is to see the jaw. She is in isolation.
Flash a boo, flash a boo, flash a boo.
I don't think that would work with my character. She's not exactly the prettiest thing in the world. I'm not doing that.
That's worth a shot.
Hi.
You never know.
No, trust me, it wouldn't work. My character is probably butt ugly. And not only that, the eyes.
Just take your
squint.
daggers. And
Turn on the tassels, put little chains on them.
There you go.
This went way wrong way quick.
Wow. Are we sure
I have some
we're ready
rope.
to record this?
Yes. Bad idea.
Okay, I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check. How are you intimidating?
I will try to use one of my my soul knives
Okay.
to aim towards his throat. That's kind of a bribery.
Okay, make an intimidation check. Roll a 15.
Yay!
So he kind of
Just for 5 minutes. Just for 5.
and
I
he's
won't.
kind of looking down at the purple dagger, just kind of floating there in front of him. Fine.
And don't mention this to anybody. If you do, I will kill
Trust me, if I do, I lose my job.
you. Okay then.
what
So
is that class are you anyway?
Soul knife. That is literally what I'm called.
Never heard of it.
It's a
So
new
he-
one. It's one of their new ones.
Face planted.
he leads you back to back a hallway that has no other cells. It's just wall to wall, and it's just one door in front of you. And he opens the slide so that they can see into the cell. He goes, "Hey, you got a visitor." answer.
The captain.
She's
dead.
God.
She's gone.
The captain. Dead.
He did it.
He
Got her out of the
grabs the handle and goes to grab his
Hold on,
keys.
time out. Don't open that door. She could be poised to kill you.
Shadow.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna send my shadow in to check.
Okay. He just kind of slips through the little slot. You see him go around. You kind of watch him go around the cell. He comes back.
She's
Shakes
gone.
his head.
Okay.
And he's like, what was that?
She's not in there.
What? He
Don't.
kind of pulls the handle just a little bit and it opens. This isn't good.
What guards are
Do
you?
you remember anything within the past couple hours?
I just came on shift. I am gonna lose my job.
This stays between us. I won't tell a soul because it could have happened before.
Just like
Ah,
somebody
time out. You calm down. It could have happened before you even got on. Who was before you?
I don't know.
How do you not know? You're supposed to know your guys' own schedule, you dumbass.
I replaced a guy tonight. He was sick.
Who was on before you?
I know the captain was down here earlier, but
Okay then. That's all I needed to know. Go back. Do what you want to do. Don't
Well,
hey,
well-
listen, time out. Don't tell anybody what happened. Nobody needs to know she's
Just
gone.
kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him because that'll stir up more trouble.
what do I do?
Just
Kill him.
just listen. Close the door.
Yeah.
Close the door.
Blame it on Joel.
Okay.
Yeah, turn her
Go back
like,
to your desk and act like nothing happened.
When somebody comes down,
Don't tell a soul.
Do you have magic, Ashley?
No, I'm just very intimidating. I got red and gold eyes that switch back and forth.
do I look at?
At this point, he's scared to death. He's
Go.
like trembling.
She's your nice and no one's allowed to see her, remember?
Yeah, nobody needs to know. You just go back to your desk and go to sleep like any normal ward.
Go to sleep
Warden.
in her room. In her cell.
Go to sleep in her cell.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes around and looks in there like, oh, okay.
I feel more comfortable down here in the cell, so I'm gonna sleep here.
So he does what you say. He goes back to his cell and
I was not here.
okay.
Do they have any
I
kind?
don't want to be here either.
Do they have any kind of video orbs?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, I will just
Well,
go for a stroll
The captain
and sleep in a tree.
Oh,
You have
okay.
a room like a bat.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nope.
Nope, I'm big sleep.
Okay, so it is now 10 o'clock, so it's 10:17 actually, so we're gonna go ahead and stop there.
We had a fight, guys.
That's okay. It can wait till next time.
Right.
You should have killed the guy. That's all I'm saying.
Should have went in the hood.
Hey, at least the captain did
Shoulda,
what he
woulda,
did.
coulda.
But I kind of forgot about him, to be honest, until you said that. I was like, oh,